One. What's going on, everybody? The world's a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown. I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast, and it is a Monday, the 20th of April. Happy 420, and we're here to discuss what has happened in this week in baseball. Our productive conversation about what happened this week in baseball. So we got some teams who are really imploding already. Two greats fighting it out in their prime. Closer on the rise, a sleeper team coming out of nowhere. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about what was going on in baseball this week. And it's me and the great Alec Reeves. What's up, Alec?
How you doing, Matt? Good to see you, man. Big week in the sports world, but definitely a good week in baseball, man. We got a
Hell,
lot to talk about this week, brother.
hell fucking yeah. And anytime I get to talk with you, it's always one of the best parts of my week. So let's rock and roll. Let's talk baseball. And before we do that, just want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcast platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X at Prod Convo Pod, TikTok at Prod Convo Pod, Facebook at Productive Conversations. And as always, check us out on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Busy week indeed. Also available, we have a preview of the NFL draft. Me and Ryan Page discussed the NFL draft as that is taking place on Thursday. This Thursday, we will also have a reaction to the NFL draft as well, specifically the first round, and see where these teams go, especially the interesting New York Giants getting the 10th overall pick after trading Dexter Lawrence. 6 teams, Alec, are going to pick twice in the first round, so we're going to see where that all goes. Then we got a productive conversation regarding the NBA playoffs. We had our first weekend in the NBA playoffs. Everybody's played a game 1 so far. So we talk about the early vibes there with me and fresh faces. And then we have, of course, our MLB productive conversation this week in baseball. Then back at it on Tuesday to discuss what was trending during the week. That is a regularly scheduled tweet cap. And then back on Friday for another tweet cap to talk about what was trending for the week ahead. So it's a busy week, but we're going to have a great time and we're going to have a lot of love. We're going to spread a lot of love during it and, of course, have productive conversations. So let's switch gears. Then now let's focus on baseball. Alec, how are we feeling right now?
Feeling better than last week, Matt. I mean, our Yankees had a good week. I think they went 5-2 on the homestand against the Angels and the Royals. So I'm happy, man. I'm very happy. I think going back to last week, we had that mid-season series against the midweek series against the Angels, and I felt like after that series that we just weren't playing good baseball. We kind of stole 2 wins from them, but seeing the Yankees bounce back, good series against Kansas City. We'll keep it rolling this week. We got Boston coming up on Tuesday.
Bring it.
Um, that's a big series, man. So we'll see. But yeah, good things all around. The league has been great as usual, and a lot of stuff going on in MLB right now, and a lot of good storylines to follow.
Let's get hyped, especially, yes, good week. Had some sweeping the Royals is the way to go for the Yankees. And then and then splitting with the Angels, finally getting to that Jordan Peterson, who's been a great pitcher. Yankees break
Mhm.
his hitless or runless streak. So yeah, we are in a pretty good place there. But Alec, we have to talk about the New York Mets. Alec, the New York Mets are in shambles right now. The Mets haven't won a game since April 7th. It's been nearly 2
Mhm.
weeks.
It's
They are
been a
now
month.
they now sit at 7-14, tied for last place in all of baseball with the White Sox and the Royals. Excuse me, that's
Wow.
7-15. 7 and
They
15.
they stink.
Let's make fun of them, bro. This team has a combined payroll of close to $340 million.
Mhm.
Despite losing Juan Soto, they are still having a hard time. We have Bo Bichette being awful on offense. We have the Marcus Semien trade looking awful, while Brendan Nemo, who was traded for him, going off. I think he's batting like 325 to start the season.
Yeah.
Nobody worthy in the bullpen. Jorge Polanco, who they traded Pete Alonso for, he's on the injured list. And this bullpen, man. Devin Williams sticking up on the Yankees, sticking it up on the Mets, and they can't buy a hit, bro. They're just getting slaughtered by the Dodgers and Cubs, and they can't keep up, man. They are the worst team in baseball right now, literally and figuratively. Bro, tell me how you feel about the Mets and the mess they're in right now.
Oh my god, it's the biggest story right now by far in baseball. It's unbelievable, man. I can't believe they lost 11 straight. I can't believe it because I keep watching these highlights in these games. The offense just is not very good right now. They're definitely missing Pete Alonso. They try to make it work and get some guys around, for him in Polanco and obviously Bo Bichette. I think Bo Bichette will pick it up. He's a great hitter, but they're definitely missing Soto big time, and obviously Alonso. You take Soto and Alonso off that team from last year, they're a completely different team,
hmm
and the bullpen obviously has not been good. They lost Diaz. He's on LA now, but they have obviously Devin Williams and Luke Weaver. So it's been crazy, man. 11 straight is you're getting into territory now where you got to start talking about looking towards next season already. They're falling.
Already? It's not even late
They're,
April. It's just mid-April, bro, and its season's over. I
but
love it.
not many teams can rebound from 11 in a row and
Yeah.
and digging a hole that deep this early. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Like,
difficult for them.
think about it,
To
Alec.
come
What
out of that.
what baseball team has lost 11 in a row and still made the playoffs? I don't think it's ever happened.
No, it's happened. It has happened. It's
Think so?
extremely unlikely.
Okay,
It has
okay.
happened. I've seen some stats floating around. I mean, teams have lost 11 or 12 in a row and still made the playoffs, but it is pretty rare. Um, but luckily, I guess for the Mets, if you're a Mets fan, the good news is that it's so early that if you can right the ship by, middle of May, you might be able to still have a decent season, but it's tough when you dig a hole this early. It's really hard to get out of that and play good baseball. When nobody's hitting, they got injuries. That rotation I think was supposed to be a lot better than it has been. Nolan McLean's
Peterson's
been
been ass. Mhm.
Yeah, Nolan McLean though. I mean, he's very good. He's one of their best. I think he's the best pitcher by far, actually. But yeah, I mean, dude, it's crazy to think there's a lot of teams that I had written down that really have been extremely surprising in terms of how bad they've been. The
Mm,
Red Sox, the
hot,
Royals,
hot,
Houston, the
hot.
Mets,
Dude, all
Philly.
teams Yankees fucking hate. Yankee fans fucking hate.
Exactly. I mean, I hate Houston and obviously Boston and the Mets. Philly, I don't really care. I know every year that they look like a big scary team, but they're not all that. They're not all that.
They usually imploded.
Zach
By the way,
Wheeler,
Alec, I'm sorry to interrupt, but just so I
yeah.
have it, it's been done before. The longest losing streak to still make the postseason is 11 games. They're right at it. It's the 2017 Dodgers, 1982 Braves, and 1951 New York Giants. The shot her
Wow.
the world Giants, if you will. But keep going. You were
Wow.
saying Zach Wheeler though. He's
Oh yeah, just the Phillies. They've had a horrible start to the season. The Phillies have. They started. I think they're right around where Kansas City and hovering around eight or nine wins. They got about 15 losses, so not really where you want to be. They're 6 games under 500. Just not a good start. There's several teams that have gotten off to really slow starts, and Philly. I would say Philly, the Mets, and probably the Red Sox for me are the three most surprising ones in terms of how bad they've looked. But yeah, I mean the Mets by far is the most surprising, just because they like you said they spent so much money, they have a good roster. It's unfathomable. Imagine the Yankees lost 11 in a row. We'd be sitting here, ripping our hair out
yeah. You're losing my
because
mind.
there's no reason for a team to lose that many games in a row. I could see if you're the Rockies, right? if you're the Rockies or the White Sox or something, yeah, 11 in a row, it's it's not unlikely, but for the Mets, even without Soto, you would expect them to win some games, but I'm hoping that they keep losing, bro. I really do. I mean, I hate the Mets. I think they're a joke, and I hope they keep losing.
Now, I want to make fun of
And
their fans who try to be funny and still talking about Juan Soto going there. And look, Juan Soto looks mad stupid right now going to
yes,
the Mets.
I'm sure he's regretting that decision big time, bro, to go play with Bo Bichette and those guys over there. It doesn't make sense to me why he wanted us to leave the
And how
Bronx.
about
But
Lindor too? One RBI, one
yeah,
RBI this whole
dude,
first 3 weeks. That's it.
he he has been god awful. He's had so many mental mistakes in the
Yep.
field, base running. He got picked off.
Ha.
Something's gotta give with him. I think a lot of people were saying it might have something to do with the fact that the Mets were gonna name him the captain, but then didn't, which I think
Mm.
is bullshit. But
Yeah,
regardless,
and people want to throw his politics, like with his wife who's involved with the mayor. I don't think that's relevant, but still, when you're losing, they'll come up with anything to come at you, you know?
exactly. The other thing is, I mean, he was just on part of my take with PFT and Big Cat,
Yeah, I still gotta
and
hear that interview. How was it?
it was good. I mean, he didn't seem too worried whatsoever about how bad he's been playing and how bad the Mets have been playing, which is surprising. I give him credit for doing a podcast in the middle of like one of the worst losing streaks ever.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
and he had a message for Frank the Tank. He goes, don't worry or whatever. I don't want your heart rate to go up or something. And
Bro, Frank
meanwhile,
the
after
Tank with
every
generational content this weekend.
yeah, dude. I mean, he's so funny. I'd be pissed too to be a Mets fan. Think about it. They missed the playoffs last year, and now they're on an 11-game losing streak, bro. In the Juan Soto era, this is the Juan Soto era.
Yeah. No complaints here,
Hmm.
dude. Let us keep, bro. Imagine if when we come back next week, what if they're still on a losing streak?
That would be insane, bro.
They're playing
If
the
they're,
Twins this week. You'd think that they would make up some ground there, as I see really quick. They got the
dude, you
Twins.
say that the Twins are pretty hot. They're one of the hotter teams in baseball. At least they were before they played this weekend.
Yeah, I know they had a tough weekend, but you got the Twins and the Rockies. No excuses to at
Oh,
least
they're gonna
come
they're
out.
gonna win a game this week. They gotta win a game this week. If they don't beat the Rockies or sweep them,
They
they
gotta
gotta beat
fire.
the
Somebody's gonna
Rockies.
get
Just
fired.
the Rockies won today and yesterday against the Dodgers, bro.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Ah.
So it'd be funny to see the Rockies sweep the Mets and the Mets lose like 2 out of 3 to Minnesota. They lost like 14 out of 15 or something crazy.
The boy genius David Stearns, man. He's looking so, it is so crazy. Even a few weeks in, now all of
Yeah,
his moves look horrible right now.
they
All
look
of them.
yeah, they look absolutely miserable. He's sitting here like, "What the fuck am I doing?" 11 in a row, and we're not even into May, and you're looking at maybe having to look to next season, bro. That's crazy.
We're gonna see, man. It's hilarious, but the Mets are gonna Mets one way or the other. So we will see as the week progresses when they will beat that, when they will beat that losing streak. Got to throw the money line this week eventually. So
Yeah.
you saw that stat they keep adding. If you threw money line bets for the last 11 games, $100, you would have had $108,000. If you
Holy
just did
shit.
nothing but
Oh,
money lines for
if
the
you just
last
faded,
week and a
yeah, if you
half.
just fade the Mets every day.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, that would be crazy. But who the hell's sitting here betting against the Mets every game for almost 2 weeks in a row?
Dummies. Simple as
Yeah,
that.
the
But
thing is, you always realize these trends a little bit too late, and then you jump on and
yep.
as you know what I mean. That's exactly how betting works. It's like, oh, this team lost, 8, 10 games in a row. I'm gonna bet against them. Oh, they're gonna win fucking 18-4. You
Yeah,
know,
that, or when you see like somebody say, "Look, I have a perfect slate. Take my bets," and then they get reverse sweeped or something.
oh yeah.
All
Reverse it.
Let's talk about something more positive, though, Alec. We had the Yankees play the Angels this week, as you mentioned before. We talked about the Yankees' success, but I want to talk about the fact that if you got to go to the stadium this week, you got to see Mike Trout and Aaron Judge go at it with each other. They
Pretty
both
cool.
homered twice on the Monday game. Mike Trout wound up having 5 home runs during the homestand. Judge slightly under him with 4. And you're just seeing these guys go back to back and making an impact. And by the end of the series, this was the first time that a duo like that would hit at least 4 home runs in a single series. That hasn't been done since Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris back in 1962. And they were teammates then.
That's
So,
cool.
right? So you got that slugfest, right, happening this week. Aaron Judge tipped his cap at the end of the series, calling Mike Trout, quote, the greatest of all time. And yeah, bro, Mike Trout versus Aaron Judge. What would you have to say about that from this weekend beyond that?
Unbelievable, man. Instant cinema. I mean, come on, dude. Absolutely incredible matchup. Seeing Mike Trout in his, not in his prime, obviously, because he's getting up there in age. Same with Judge, but just two unbelievable hitters, two of the greatest hitters we've seen in all the years that we've been watching baseball, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, seeing Mike Trout when he's healthy is unbelievable, bro. The guy hits nukes, and it's cool to see him battling with Judge. It seemed like both those guys every game that series were hitting home runs, which I think both of them hit a home. I don't know if Judge hit a homer every game, but I know Mike Trout hit a home run in all 4 games against the
Yep.
Yankees. And I was thinking to myself watching that game. By the way, I almost went to the game on Monday night.
Oh,
Um, I shouldn't say I almost did. I had thoughts about it.
yeah.
I was sitting in bed Monday morning at 6:30, 7 in the morning, and I was like, "Huh, I should go to the game tonight." But I didn't end up going, and then of course it was like that 11 to 10
Mm-hmm.
walk-off game where Trout I think hit 2 home runs and Judge hit a
Yeah.
homer. It was crazy, but yeah, man, I think it was great to see Mike Trout it's great to see Mike Trout healthy and playing well, and I just thought to myself, "Wow, if Mike Trout wasn't healthy, this Angels team probably would have got swept." And but also if the Angels didn't have Jordan Romano as their closer, we probably would have been swept. So
True, true.
it
So
was a great series. Yeah, I mean, dude, you got to admit Jordan Romano's ass, and he blew. I think he blew 2 saves in that
yeah,
series.
it was the first time he blew some saves. The Yankees stopped that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that kept that going, get them back in the groove. Because last week we talked about them on a 5-game winning streak. They already turned it around quickly compared to the Mets, who are still losing. Literally haven't won since our conversation about them.
that's crazy. Yeah, but dude, that was a good series. The Angels really do have a pretty good young team in terms of some of the younger talent that they have. Joe Adell, who was a big name prospect. He robbed 3 homers against the Mariners a few
Yeah,
weeks ago. He's a great hitter. They got Zach Neto is really good. So um, they have a lot of good hitters and they have a decent team. But yeah, it was a great series, and it's you talk about Trout versus Judge, man. Like I said, two of the greatest hitters we'll ever see play the game of baseball. Mike Trout, MVP, a true 5-tool player. He can throw, he can run, he can hit. I just hope he stays healthy all year. Same with Judge. I hope it's just good for the game, man. It's really good for the game. And that's what it's all about, man. Is being good for the game and just seeing good baseball. You don't want to see these games where there's sloppy plays and bloop single or maybe scoring on a wild pitch. Those guys are just mashing the fucking baseball.
yeah, right. It's two titans, and enjoy them because, like you said,
Mhm.
what is it? Mike Trout's, I think, 35,
I
36.
think he's 34, but
I
I
know
could be
Aaron
wrong.
Judge is turning 34 like this week.
Yeah, and in real life, in life sense, that's not old whatsoever. It
Oh
has to
yeah,
do with, in sports, you hit 30, you're usually on the second back half of your career, right? 30
exactly.
to 37 or whatever. It depends on the sport, obviously. But in baseball, mid to late 30s, you're starting to get, okay, how many more years of this do I have? So, you got to appreciate greatness when it's here. And, Mike Trout, I absolutely love and respect Mike Trout as one of the best players we'll ever see, man. And he respects the game, man. He plays it the right way. You watch Mike Trout play baseball. I would pay money just to go watch Mike Trout and Aaron Judge play baseball. They both play baseball the right way. They're respectful. They're great at what they do. They're kind of humble. You don't see Mike Trout flash and shit. He's not talking like
Not like
he's
Josh
always
Naylor.
yeah, right. Like, dude, you think about Mike Trout. I mean, he's humble and he's a GOAT, bro, for real. Like he's a Hall of Famer. So it's good for the game, and it is just crazy to think that Mike Trout's been on the Angels for how long now, and he's never
So I think it's been
sniffed.
like
He's never even sniffed a World Series, bro.
not even close. I think his debut was 2009. So 16 years. And by the way, I did look it up. Mike Trout is 34 now. Aaron Judge is going to be 34 a week from today, bro. We got to say happy birthday to Aaron Judge.
Yeah, yeah,
Literally, it's his birthday Sunday.
dude. But real quick, going back to Trout, come on, man. Imagine
Oh, yeah,
Mike
man.
Trout.
Not even close. I
Imagine.
don't think he's even been in the ALCS.
Well, yeah, dude. I was saying, imagine him in pinstripes though on the Yankees next to Judge, dude.
One
That would
final
feed
run for him.
families. Dude, imagine his last year. He's like 41, bro.
Who
He's
do we
hitting
got to
like
trade for? Who you going to trade
I
for
don't
him?
give bro, he's one of those guys that like you could be a fan of any team in baseball. If your team was to sign him even for a season just as a last hurrah, you'd be so thrilled just to watch him hit for your team. You know what I mean? Because it's Mike Trout.
Yeah, I do know what
Um,
you mean. So we have there, we'll have him. We'll trade Volpe, Dominguez, Spencer Jones,
right.
and some, I don't know, some other prospects.
No, I don't. I mean, well, right now, yeah, he's probably worth that. But I'm saying in a few years, he's probably,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you don't know,
To get
but
the World Series, to get that World Series, bro. He, like I said, never even made it to the second round.
he deserves to go to the playoffs, more often. I
He had
wish he
Otani
was
as
on a,
his teammate.
yeah, right. It is crazy to think he was with Otani at one point too,
What a
but they
freaking
had
time.
nobody else. That team was shit besides him and Otani.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
they
An
had like
aging Albert
fucking
Pujols, and who is
who they
that?
have.
Mike Socha was the manager back then.
Oh, didn't they have Rendon too? Anthony Rendon or
I
no?
think, or did he get? I think yeah, he did wind up getting traded after winning the World Series with the Nationals, and then barely played. So he fleeced like $235 million from them. And I think
Huh.
he doesn't even like baseball, literally. But
Yeah.
appreciate while you can, bro, and we'll see what happens with the future. But dude, we talked about him last week. We got to he's done nothing but deal ever since. I'm talking about Mason Miller, bro. Mason Miller now has thrown 30 and two-thirds consecutive scoreless innings back to consecutive innings dating back to last season, the longest active streak in MLB and the second longest in Padres history. He's now struck out 23 of 30 batters faced this season. That's a 76.7 strikeout rate, the highest by any pitcher in their first 9 appearances of a season in the last 120 years. He's one inning away from setting the all-time Padres franchise record for consecutive scoreless frames. And yeah, man, he's automatic. He's as automatic as he gets. Awesome entrance music. Mason Miller,
Yeah.
bro. I like David Bednar
Absolutely
when
unreal.
David Bednar
Unreal.
when the Athletics were shopping him, but we should have pulled out for him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh
Mason
my
Miller is
god, yeah.
sick.
Yeah, you're saying you like Bednar, but you would obviously prefer Mason Miller. Yeah, he's fucking unbelievable.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with David Bednar, but man, Miller
No.
Miller can't be stopped.
Yeah, no, it is. It's I'm just kind of sitting here wondering how long can he consistently pitch this fucking well, bro? And this dominant. I've never seen anything like this in all my life watching baseball. I haven't seen a closer who you could almost guarantee is gonna either strike everybody out or make it very, very hard for guys just to put the ball in play off him because his stuff is that good.
Yeah, the
Um,
thing is with Rivera, obviously the GOAT right now, he was
mhm.
more getting people to swing and whether ground out or get you with that cutter. But I mean, Miller is
Jammy.
literally striking everyone out. That's the one difference.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. I think that's what makes him kind of unique is I don't know if he was always like that, but yeah, I mean, obviously he's always thrown very, very hard. And with Rivera, if Rivera was pitching nowadays, Matt, what's he sitting at 95, 96? I mean, that's
Hmm.
not that hard for a closer. He'd
Not
get you
anymore.
out by
No.
jamming you.
Yeah,
He'd jam you with a
exactly.
cutter. And, Mason Miller throws 101. But he's so dope, man. I mean, I'd be so happy to have him on my team. But like I said, I'll be interested to see how long he will be able to keep this up and pitch this dominant at this level because it's truly unbelievable to watch, man. Every night he's coming in, it's must see. And his entrance song
Hmm.
by Korn is so fucking dope, dude. That's so sick.
Bro, I love that song. Blind. When I need to when I need to pump my shit up, that's one of the songs
Yeah.
being played. Another thing
That
interesting. What? Oh,
I was gonna say you've seen that video of Korn performing blind at Woodstock '99, obviously.
legendary,
Yeah,
man.
legendary, dude. That's what I think of, and I can see him running in out of the pen. You just know the game's over. You're fried, bro.
Yeah.
Just go home.
I
If you see him
wonder
coming out, you're done. Just go home.
I wonder, was he just watching that video one day, or is he bumping? He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna make this I'm gonna make this my entrance music." Yeah, bro did a great
I
job with
mean,
that.
if I'm a closer, I don't know about you, but I'm running out to the hardest rock I could find,
Yeah,
or because I'm not running out to I don't know. That's just my preference. I prefer rock, like hard rock,
yeah, I think so
and
too. I would do
corn fits that category for sure.
so. Yeah, Alec, what would be your closer entrance music? I would do "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Metallica. Where they
Yes, that's a great song. Yeah,
yep,
ding.
get
Yeah,
those bells in, getting that ba
yo,
bum, boom, and then I pump
dude.
my fist up. I pump my chest and I'm just running in.
And I'm running. Yeah, I'm running like a bat out of hell right to that pitcher's mound. I'm getting my with the ball. I'm tossing it. Yeah, dude. I don't. It's a great choice, Matt. For whom the bell tolls is a great choice by Metallica. I'd probably do something similar, maybe AC/DC, Metallica, maybe even Stones. I don't probably not Stones. That's not really hard. That's more classic rock for sure. But yeah, something along those lines. Maybe next week on next week's episode, I will have a better answer for you because there's so many good options for for a walkout song for a closer.
All right, bet. Don't forget, then I will ask you again because that's definitely a great clip. All
Hell
right,
yeah, probably
Alec,
something by Sabrina Carpenter, man. That's my choice. I'm just fucking.
get the girls into you some more, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yo, how about this team, though, Alec? The Cincinnati Reds are out here now.
Yo, yeah.
The
The red
Cincinnati
hot.
Reds, red hot right now. They are 10-0 in one-run games, and the Reds are 10-0 in one-run games and 2-0 in two-run games this season. The first NL team in MLB history to accomplish that feat. They've
Wow.
won 10 of their last 13 wins have come at one or two runs. They don't blow anyone out, but they keep finding ways to win. This dude on the rise, this rookie, Sal Stewart, 22 years old, 22 hits, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, and has a batting average of 297. One of the hottest hitters in baseball right now. And Ellie De La Cruz, doing Ellie De La Cruz things at shortstop. And Terry Francona, man, probably the most respected manager in the league. Bro didn't have
Mm.
to come to the Reds, and yet he's been turning that franchise around. A lot of respect for Terry Francona. Obviously broke my heart as a Red Sox manager. But again, I respect the hell out of that dude. So the
Oh, I love
Cincinnati,
Terry Francona. I love Terry Francona, man. He's a great, great manager.
absolutely. And how about um adding to that, how do we feel about the Reds, bro? You think they're legit? I think there is something to this team. I really do. Still wondering about how their rotation's gonna hold up, but they got solid hitters. They got all these prospects coming into their own, and then a great manager makes a difference in this league.
Dude, yeah, I think the Reds are for real, man. They're a good ball club. They've been making strides the last few seasons, man, to get better, and they've
Yeah,
improved. I feel like every year they kind of used to be the laughing stock of the NL in a way, especially the NL Central, in terms of just a team that you go in and you kind of beat up on. You're not really, they
right.
don't,
You need a
Joey
win, play the
Votto.
Reds.
Yeah, right. You play the Reds, you play, maybe obviously the White Sox recently, Rockies, but the Reds kind of hovered near the bottom of the league. But right now, I mean, I really do think they got a good ball club. I don't think they're gonna win the NL Central by any means, but I do think that the Reds have a good chance to make some noise this season. Looking at the standings real quick, man, I would say in terms of looking at a division as a whole and what teams and what division interests me the most outside of the AL East, obviously, because we're Yankees fans, it's the NL Central for me, dude. You got the Reds, who are at 14 and 8. They're playing great baseball. They got the Cardinals at 13 and 8. You got the Pirates, Matt, at 13 and 9. The
Uh-oh.
Cubs are 12 and 9, and the Brewers are 12 and 9. Every team in that division right now is at least 3 games over 500, which is very, very hard to do this early in the season. So they have a very good division, man. I mean, the Pirates, obviously, and the Reds are two teams, and I would say even the Cardinals that I personally don't see them either making the playoffs or doing anything this season in the playoffs, but the Cubs and the Brewers on paper should win that division, right? They have the better teams. They have the playoff experience, but the Reds and the Pirates could be very surprising this year and could shock us, man. So far, so good for both those teams. I'm very impressed with both the Reds and the Pirates.
Alec, what I'm looking for, especially in October, I like a variety of teams. I don't need to always have the same teams in the playoffs.
Hmm.
And from what you're telling me with the Central, that we could start at while early, we could start seeing some new teams and new stars coming in. And I
Oh,
think,
definitely,
especially in
definitely.
the Pirate, especially with the NL Central, with Paul Skeens and the Pirates turning into turning into this exciting team. Also with Connor Griffin, as you mentioned here with
Yeah.
Stewart and the Reds and Ellie De La Cruz, O'Neill Cruz for the Pirates as well. And with the Cubs with their new faces and Bregman and stuff like that, and then the other teams, I think this is really good for baseball as well as we see some of these new teams show up.
Yeah, and don't forget, bro, the Reds have Eugenio Suarez, dude,
Mm-hmm.
from the Mariners. I mean, he's a very good power hitter. Obviously, Ellie De La Cruz. You said Sal Stewart, but Matt McLean, Spencer Steer is a pretty good hitter. Their rotation though worries me, and it's like they're hitting well now, and it's early. It's early enough where obviously they have a good record, but I don't see the Reds being hanging around once it becomes June, July, August. But we'll see. You don't know. This is why I love this sport. It's such a long season. It's just very nice to see the Reds and the Pirates both playing very good baseball. And I'm happy for the Pirates, man. Their lineup has been scoring runs. They never used to score a lot of runs. It was
That's the
always
difference.
yeah, it was always just like, you play the Pirates, okay, if they're gonna win, they'll probably beat you like 3-1 or 3-2, or they're putting up 6, 7, 8 runs. I'm pretty sure they just took 2 out of 3 from Tampa, who's a very good team. So yeah, it's just an interesting division. I would say out of all the divisions in baseball, that's one division that I can't really pinpoint who's going to win it, and even really who the best team is in that division.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the NL Central, Matt? Who do you think's the best team in that division? Like at the end of the year, who's going to win that division? I should say.
I'm going to give you a nuclear opinion right now. The team
Mhm.
that is going to be winning the NL Central is the Pittsburgh Pirates because of
Oh, get
the
the
added
fuck
off
out of here!
offense with these
No
prospects that
way.
might be legit. You
You think
have
so?
arguably the most famous pitcher in baseball with Paul Skeens. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
it would make sense that even if it's down to the wire, we're gonna play a playoff game before the wild card game between these teams that are starting this early race. I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be back in the playoffs. I think this would be the first time since 2012.
bro. That would be awesome. I would love to see the Pirates do it, and I don't know. They could do it. I worry about their rotation outside of Skeens,
You can't pitch
and
every day.
yeah, they have a few other decent starters, but I personally, if I had to pick, I'm going obviously with Milwaukee.
hmm
Um, they have a lot of good veterans. They got Terrain, they've got Jake Bowers, the ex-Yankee, Christian Yelich, William Contreras. They got Miz, obviously their ace pitcher, Jacob Mizorowski. They got our boy Gary Sanchez. They've
Who's
got
been,
Brandon Woodruff.
despite some weird defensive lapses, actually has been swinging a
He's
good
been
bat.
he's been decent. I'm looking at his numbers now. He's hitting 238 with 5 homers and 11 RBIs. He's 10 for 42. So, pretty good numbers for a catcher. Good power numbers. I would say at this point in the year, if you have more than 5 home runs, you're in the top 10 to 20% of, I'd say, major leaguers in terms of power.
hmm
And then you got Judge, who's got like 8 or 9 home runs already.
Okay, I see that. I see that. And yo, bro, we talk, people like to say for guys, the girl that got away. Is Gary Sanchez the one that got away for the Yankees?
No,
I know. I'm
no,
just teasing, but
no. I mean, I wish I could say that. Not
I can't
really,
really
though.
think for the Yankees. I don't think they really have a one that got away. Really, I mean, there's players that left,
Mm.
and what like Michael King, maybe.
Dude, yeah, I would say if anything, recently it was definitely Michael King, but um,
It's just so hard because
guy,
you got Soto for him, and we got a the World Series with him, so that's hard.
yeah,
Maybe
and
time
no,
will
and I'm
tell.
that's a great point. Is that the fact that we did get Soto in that trade, and I'm not saying that wasn't a good trade at the time, but it is interesting to see other players succeed. And the other guy, the other thing is I watch a lot of baseball because I have MLB TV.
Yeah.
I can watch every MLB game and I can watch all the replays. And I see a lot out west about our boy Miguel Andujar.
Damn.
And
He's
he's
he
good, bro. He's a very good hitter. He had a good year last year. He's already hitting like 260. He's
and he's
got a
playing for the
couple home
Athletics,
runs.
right?
Yeah, he's playing on the Oakland A's or whatever, Sacramento A's. But uh,
Sacramento, Oakland, Las Vegas A's.
dude, it makes you think that if anything, that could be the one recently that got away because think about it, bro. We got Ryan McMahon at third base hitting like a buck. He's hitting a buck right now, and we could have Miguel Andujar, who I don't know how good he was defensively, and I don't even know what position he's playing nowadays, but he's got a good bat, and that's what I care about. Is I can live with a couple of errors if he's hitting 260.
hmm
Um, but it makes me think about our boy DJ LeMahieu too. Where the hell what happened to him? He retired?
Well, they did DFA him. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'll look it up real quick. DJ, man, I appreciate your time as a Yankee dude. I would cheer for you
I loved him.
at
Yeah,
Old Timers Day. So he's technically still a free agent right now. So a team could pick him up. Hasn't officially retired, but
dude, he
he
raked.
is around there.
He was raking for the Yankees when he was in his in his good season, which was I think 2023,
Yeah, won the batting title.
24. Dude, yeah, he's playing out of his mind. So I'm checking right now, Matt. There's only two guys in Major League Baseball right now that have 9 or more home runs, and one of them's on the Yankees. And the other one, can you
Aaron
guess the
Judge,
team? Can you guess the team of the guy who has the most home runs in baseball right now? Which team does he play for?
the Braves.
No, it's an American League team.
Mm, who's not been on my radar but still raking?
He's
I
got one more home run than Aaron Judge. So he's got 10 home runs. Who is it?
American League.
It's not Mike Trout.
Can I have the division?
Yeah, it's the NL West. Or sorry, it's the
AL
AL
West.
West. Yeah, AL West.
So is it Mike Trout?
No,
Not Mike
I
Trout.
just said
Okay.
no, it's not Mike Trout.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
Mike Trout's got 7 home runs.
So it could
This guy
be
has
the
10 home runs already.
Angels, Mariners, um,
Rangers or Astros. Yeah, or the A's too. It could be the A's, Astros, Mariners, Rangers, or Angels.
man, Brandon Nimmo.
Nope. Good guess though. He's been red hot. I'll give you
Um,
2 more guesses. Come on. Think big power hitter, NL West, clean
AL
up kind
West.
of guy, clean up DH kind of hitter, doesn't really play a lot of defense. Think big lefty power bat.
Not Josh Naylor.
No, not Josh Naylor. Big lefty DH, dude. Think about it. And he's on a team we absolutely hate.
Giordano Alvarez.
Yes, Jordan Alvarez. He's got 10 ding
Yeah.
dongs.
You know
He's
what's
got
funny
10.
about him? You know the Dodgers. He was in the Dodger system and they traded him.
Yeah, yo.
Ironically, could you imagine if he kept him?
Oh my God. Could you imagine him hitting behind Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Kyle Tucker, Otani? I would just forfeit at that point. I
Man,
wouldn't
why are
want
we
to
doing this whole
face.
podcast when you just listed that all-star team
Yeah,
that's
right.
ever gonna face in October? But
Nah. Dude, Kyle Tucker is a fucking loser bum. I hate that. He's such a fucking bum, dude. He went to the
$60
Dodgers of
million
all
dollars a
teams,
year.
bro. It pisses me off. And then he's hitting like 210. He's got like one home. He's a fucking loser, bro.
All right. Definitely. All right, Alec, let's wrap this up with our final segment. We're going to do Name That Player. I got 4 players, and I'm going to give you clues like you just did for me. They're all retired, but we're going to see your baseball knowledge,
Oh,
dude.
God. Okay.
So we'll start with player number 1. He played for the Yankees to start. He won 20 games in a season during the 1990s and was considered one of the most feared pitchers in baseball, but he was never the nice guy in the clubhouse. That's clue 1.
Hmm.
Clue 2. I threw one of the nastiest sinkers in the history of the game, and I made 6 All-Star game appearances.
Mike Messina.
No.
Ah.
This might give it away if you remember. I punched the wall in 2004 and broke my own non-pitching hand, costing me 2 months of my contract worth over $100 million.
Damn. I know. Yeah,
He did this as a Yankee.
yeah, dude. I know. Did he punch by any chance a like a piece of glass that held a fire
Yeah,
extinguisher or
exactly.
something?
Exactly.
I know who you're talking. Who the hell was that?
The
It
last
wasn't
clue,
Roger Clemens, right?
no, the last clue is I was the only pitcher to throw a no-hitter for the Florida Marlins. And he was part of the 1997 World Series team.
Damn. Do a no hitter on the Marlins. Oh, it's Randy Johnson.
Nah.
Oh, wait. What am I talking about? It's not
He
Randy
was a
Johnson.
Yankee, but I don't think he punched the wall.
You said Marlins. My bad. I thought you said D-backs. Okay. He pitched for the Marlins. Who the fuck? Josh Beckett.
It was a
Um,
Yankee.
yeah. Um, hmm.
Curveball, or sorry, sinker, 6 All-Star games, 20-game winner in the 90s.
20 games is a lot of wins, man. That's a lot. Wow. I mean,
Somewhat underwhelming Yankee, to be honest.
All right, can you at least tell me, was he a lefty or righty?
Righty.
Hmm. Pitched for the Marlins. He threw a no-hitter on the Marlins?
Yeah, it was the only one. He
Hmm.
retired as a Yankee for what that's worth.
Okay, he retired as a Yankee.
At that point, it'd be a
And
19-year career, 211 wins, which is actually pretty nuts. 2,397 strikeouts, 328 career ERA. Honestly, this is pretty good. I didn't know how. Looking at least the stats, this dude was awesome.
for some reason, oh my
He
God, I know who it is now.
who?
Al Leiter.
No, no, good guess. He was part of the Mitchell report.
Hmm.
So
It
looks like he
it
was a roid guy
wasn't
too.
it wasn't fucking AJ Burnett, right?
No, you know what's funny? I had him on our list, but I
Because he
because
didn't
of
pitch
another
in the
time.
90s. Because
No, I don't think so.
yeah, because I'm
All
trying
right,
to
I'll
think.
tell you it. It's Kevin Brown.
What the fuck? I would have never gotten that, bro. What
Oh
the fuck?
no, you know who he is
Matt,
though, right?
is that your cousin, bro?
Nah,
Kevin
not my
Brown?
cousin.
Matt Brown? Come on.
You remember him though as a Yankee briefly for a
Why
little
am I
bit?
dude, what I swear to God, I would have never guessed that. I
I
don't
mean, he
even
punched
really
he broke his hand.
bro, why do
So
I feel like it was somebody else? Kevin Brown. Okay. He threw a no-hitter on the Marlins.
yeah, the only one. Who would have
Bro,
thought?
come on, give me another one. Come on.
All right. This
One
one's
more.
gonna make me laugh because when I reveal who it is, you're gonna laugh. All right. I'm a second baseman who came from a famous baseball family. My grandfather, father, and brother all played in the majors.
Okay. Wait, say the first part again. I come from a baseball family.
Yep, and he was a career second baseman. Grandfather, father, and brother all played baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I had a massive resurgence in my early 30s that many people found surprising given my prior career numbers.
Okay.
2001, I hit 37 home runs and drove in 141 RBIs.
Alfonso Soriano.
No. He played for the Mariners during their historic 116 win season. Focus on the family part because should I say? Nah, that's too much of a giveaway. But his brother did play baseball and his grandfather and father, who we know very well. I'll say that. We know his brother very, very well.
Hmm. And this is a Yankee or Marlin?
He's a career, I guess you would say Marlin.
But he
Or
played on the
Mariner,
Yankees.
Mariner.
Oh, he's a career Mariner, but he played. Oh, it was okay. But
He
he
played
played
for
on the
the
Yankees.
no.
Oh, he was okay. So he was a career Mariner that played second base.
Yes, he played for the Mariners, Reds, Braves, Padres, Twins. Three-time
Huh.
All-Star, four-time Gold Glove winner. You can't stand his brother some days, bro.
Hmm.
That might be my biggest hint, to be honest. Like, you really can't stand his brother.
Hmm. Is his brother playing right now?
No, but he's active in baseball.
Hmm. This is tough. This is actually harder than I thought it would
Once
be.
I say it, you'll be like, ah!
Yeah. No, I know. That's what sucks. I mean, the first one was actually kind of tricky because I don't know much about Kevin Brown.
It's all
But
good.
this one, okay, career second baseman. His brother is currently in the baseball world, but he doesn't play.
Yep. And you
And
can't
I hate
stand his ass,
I
bro.
can't stand his ass. Hmm. I got nothing.
Bro, it's Aaron
Yeah.
Boone's brother, Brett Boone.
Oh my God.
Bro,
You're kidding me. No way.
That's
It's
right.
yo, that's hilarious. You can't stand his brother most of the time. Unless
Right?
unless
I thought that
unless
would give it
you
away.
now I'm thinking, I'm like, who? I was thinking of like somebody on the Red Sox or the fucking Mets.
Obviously,
And
in
it is
baseball, he manages the Yankees, Aaron Boone.
right. Yeah, no, you're right. I can't stand Aaron Boone most of the time because the shit that he says. Dude, what's going on with how are you gonna justify benching Ben Rice when he's the hottest hitter on the
I
Yankees?
know.
I
Because
don't
you're
give a
stupid.
fuck.
Because
Yeah,
the
it's like
stupid ass nerds who haven't even held a baseball bat told you to.
bro, I genuinely don't think it's that, Matt. I think that he honestly thinks that it makes more sense to hit a righty against a lefty pitcher than hitting Ben Rice, who's hot as a pistol right now. But
So fucking wild. All right, this one
that
I'll
is
make
fun.
him. These next two are easier. Number one, I would. All right, the next player. I was once considered one of the most dangerous power hitters in the American League, a left-handed masher who made pitchers genuinely nervous. In two,
Uh,
in
okay.
2013, I led the entire major leagues in home runs, slugging over 50 that season.
Prince Fielder,
No. I then signed one of the largest contracts in baseball history and had one of the worst stretches of bad hitting anyone has ever seen. Over 49 at one point.
Joey Gallo.
No, great guess. Great guess.
Um,
Bro really is the butt of a joke now.
I mean, Joey Gallo had a few years where he hit like fucking 50 home runs, I think,
Yeah, and I
or
think he's trying to
close.
now come back to the majors as a pitcher, I think.
Dude, no, that guy needs to fucking find a real job. He's a bum. Yeah.
All right, the last one,
Nice.
bro. This might give it away. I spent my entire career at the Baltimore Orioles and became a symbol of everything that went wrong with free agent deals in the late 2010s.
Ah, that's easy. It's fucking yeah, I'm forgetting his name now.
Left-handed batter, ginger.
Oh, I know who it is. Yeah, it's fucking why am I blanking on his name? Left-handed batter, yeah. He
Baltimore
struck out,
Orioles.
didn't he break the record for the most strikeouts in a season too?
I think so.
Dude, look that up because I'm almost if I'm thinking of the right guy. Um, yeah, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure that.
1 year
Oh, it's
career strikeout league. He was a career strikeout.
it's Mark Reynolds, right?
Nah, bro, you got this. I know you got this.
It wasn't Mark Reynolds.
Nah, V.
Wait. Who am I thinking? Oh, Chris Davis.
That's right, Chris Davis.
Okay, yes. Okay, who? Okay, yeah. But bro, Mark Reynolds. Jog my memory real quick. Mark Reynolds, did he not break the record for most strikeouts in a season?
I could confirm that really quick. Mark Reynolds.
Because bro, my if my memory serves me well, I remember Mark Reynolds literally breaking the record for most strikeouts in a season. He had like 200 strikeouts, and he was on the
Loser,
Orioles.
bro.
But he was a righty, so I don't know why I was thinking
It says here,
of him.
yes. Upon his retirement, he was the active strikeout leader. He set the all-time in 2009. He set the all-time record for most strikeouts among batters at 223.
Holy shit. Dude, that's a
Hilarious.
lot of strikeouts. But yeah, Chris Davis, dude, that guy.
Became
Yup,
a
I remember
he's a
him.
joke now. Every time you sign a big contract, you suck. I said, yo, you're just Chris Davis.
Chris Davis, yeah, dude, he got a bag.
Hey, at least that, right? All right. The last one, Alec. Then we will call it a show. Number one,
What you got, man?
I was never the most famous name on any roster I played for, but I had a habit of showing up on winning teams at almost a suspicious rate.
Hmm.
I'm one of the rare players in baseball history to win the World Series with two different franchises in back-to-back years.
Wow.
I was named MVP of one of those World Series despite not being the best player on my own team because I delivered when I mattered the most. To be honest, this last clue I think would give it away. Do you want to guess it first before I give the last clue?
So he won back-to-back World Series. He has a habit of being at the right place at the right time in terms of success.
Yes.
But did he contribute to that success is my
Oh,
question.
yes. Very much so.
All right. Was this within the last 20 years?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
His World Series were 11 and 12 years ago. So 11 and 10 years ago. Should I give the teams away?
That would actually narrow it down pretty well, yeah, if you don't mind.
So, bro won the World Series with the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, Royals and Cubs.
He was also on the Devil Rays and Rays
Yep.
and was part of that first World Series. Literally got the
Against the
game-winning World
Phillies and
Series. Yeah.
against the Phillies, no way. So he won a World Series with the Rays and
No,
the
no,
Royals?
he
Or no,
lost. They
yeah.
lost that one, but he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
part
yeah.
of three different franchises in the World Series and won two of them. He won the World Series MVP in 2016.
Hmm.
You
Mm,
always want he was always brought up during um he always was brought up during like trade discussions. Like this is somebody you want on your squad.
yeah.
He got a World Series winning hit. Reckon for the away team, but still.
Hmm.
Low
I'm
key
thinking of
2010s legend in baseball.
trying to think of that Royals team
He's like a
and who.
super utility player.
Yeah. That's too many hints. I should get this, dude. Why am I not getting this? Super utility player. I'm thinking of like D Gordon. He was never on the fucking Royals.
D. Gordon.
Um, I remember him. Alex Gordon too. He was nasty.
Yeah, got that big. I think got that hut. He got the game winning hit too for a World Series versus
Yeah,
the
dude, he
Mets. It
did.
was
That Royals team, bro, was really, really good. With, I mean, Sally Perez, Alex Gordon.
yeah. I think he's the last
Uh,
one left still playing. Sally Perez. He's going to the Hall of Fame. I would
what
say.
was that center fielder's name, bro, on the Royals that year? He was nasty. Um, do you remember that? No, probably not.
Not the center fielder. This dude was definitely one of the infielders, though.
Mm,
I'm
was
looking up.
it? All right, give me 1 second. I'll tell you. You know who I'm thinking of? That was just off of that team was Lorenzo Kane, the center fielder, was nasty.
Yeah, ideal leadoff Hitler. Hit leadoff hitter.
Was it by any chance? Was it Ben Zobrist?
That's right. You got it, bro. It's Ben
Yes.
Zobrist.
Do it. Ben Zobrist, dude. That guy's a fucking legend, dude.
Bro, that dude raked, bro. Remember
Yeah.
Ben Zobrist from back in the day?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, he was like he's literally the ultimate utility player that would just fill in wherever and just rake.
Right? I knew you'd like that one.
That's a good yeah, that was a great that was tougher than I think. I mean, all these are really hard because there's so many great players,
I know, right?
and it's so hard to think back and think, "Oh, like you said, like this guy played on the Royals and the Cubs." It's harder to think back and think of all the teams that random players have played on because a lot of them played on 5, 6, 7 teams. It's
Yeah,
it's rare. It's rare to see a guy only play on 1 or 2 teams, really.
exactly. That's why we appreciate the Yankees who've played their whole careers as a Yankee.
Exactly. It's rare, man. It's rare.
Yo, Alec, we did it again, bro. Awesome stuff.
Mhm.
Great
Good
work.
show, man.
We'll be back at it next week. You have your you make sure you have your entrance music pick. and maybe I'll change mine, but I'm probably going to keep mine. But good stuff ahead. Go Yankees. Let's see if the Mets win a game. And yeah, you the fucking
Let's
man,
go.
bro.
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees most of all. That's
Come
Alec
on.
Reeves. Don't forget we have a productive conversation on the NBA playoffs, the NFL draft, and then next this upcoming week we have our tweetcasts on Tuesday and Friday, and then a reaction to the NFL draft on Thursday night. My name is Matt Brown. That's Alec Reeves. We will see you all next week with another productive conversation about baseball. See you soon.